Okay guys, hi, this is actually outside the Hendon Toad Hall, and this is Jasmin from our West Hendon, and she had a question to ask to the council, but unfortunately it was ruled out as not relevant. Okay, so what question did you actually want to ask the council?
Is the amount of issues that we got with the new build which still haven't been addressed, where the social tenants have been moved on the contaminated traffic island. The fact that there are a number of issues that need urgent addressing as far as the fire safety is concerned. The residents, fire alarms hanging off the ceiling via their wires, fire alarm systems which have actually had to be disconnected because they constantly keep going off.
Had to be disconnected because it kept going off. It wasn't actually installed properly.
We don't know exactly what it is. The residents are not unsure. There's different residents reacting in different ways because they're not getting the response from the new private landlords, which they should be getting. People are still not fully aware about the issues. There has been no fire drill, so nobody knows what happens in the case of fire except for what we've previously been told is to stay in your flat, which again, where you got from the front doors, where you got over an inch gap between the floor and the door, which allows the smoke to come in, which a number of residents have been complaining about, but have been told that that's a fire regulation, so they don't have to worry. The fact that the air is also circulating within the flat, so if there is a fire in one part of the flat, apart from shutting the door to it, it can be circulated to the rest of the flat via the internal air circulating system, which is also infested by fruit flies.
Do they at least have sprinklers?
Not to my knowledge.
So wait a minute, it can't be. Like, I mean, it's a new build, but they don't have a sprinkler system.
I've got no idea, nor does anybody else. We know that the towers are supposed to have them. I assume they would have them.
Assuming that if a fire alarm does go off, that would mean that the sprinkler system should actually go on as well, unless actually it works with heat. It's a heat sensor.
Yeah, but the heat sensors are put outside the main cupboard where all the electricity is all put in one place. It's not in the kitchen where you've got the smoke alarm.
Yes.
So, but the heat sensor should be in the kitchen where it's supposed to pick up the most heat. So why is it put outside the utility cupboard, whereas you open it up and you do feel the heat? So is the heat sensor put there because of the heat which builds up in the electricity cupboard?
Okay, so this was built by which company was it who built this? Barrett's. Okay, so it's the same quality of build in the social housing for the for the tenants, for the poor people. Do they have the same sort of build as the rich sort of expensive
it's
tower?
Quality.
It's poor quality. I see. Okay, so what do you think about this? Actually, it's 26 tower blocks in the whole of Barnet. 3 of them have the same cladding as what they actually installed in Grenfell, and none of the blocks have a sprinkler system. Do you think they'll actually get off their asses and actually install them?
Well, they've told us that they're safe.
They're safe?
Yeah, even though they failed the safety tests. Obviously the government was lying when they actually advertised. It said that all 60 blocks, including the ones in Barnet, had failed the safety tests. The Barnet Council was telling us that it's perfectly safe. But they will take some steps because they feel it necessary.
Well, they need to cover their ass at the moment. Well, with Kensington, they actually cut so much to the point they had £300 million in the bank. They refunded council tax to the richest residents, and then when the disaster happened, they couldn't do a thing. They were complete incompetent. Incompetence, and
they're model councillors compared to what we got here with these toads.
I see. Yes, I know, but I do actually wonder what they will be.
They have been so lax with the planning regulations, and there are in thousands of plans to be agreed, which should be agreed. That has been pointed out before, but they've done nothing. The auditing has been atrocious. There's the incompetence has been so bad that it's allowed that if criminal activities wanted to take hold and flourish, they would be able to, because the force security has been virtually non-existent throughout. So that's where it stands at the moment. So we need a public inquiry into the audit side of things and the planning department, which this council, these toads, are desperate not to have. And if they're that desperate not to have it, there's only one reason why, to my mind, they're desperate not to have it. It's because they're hiding something and they don't want it to come out in the public. And they don't want the books to be opened up to the public, which they've been desperately hiding, knowing for the fact that even when the audit committee was advertising and boasting about how they'd caught so many people on blue badges for £50, £100, was wonderful. But at the same time, they failed to actually ignite, to even register the fact that council tenants and councillors have been fiddled by over £100,000 by a letting agency, which the council was still letting 4.5 years. The person's actually in prison for 4.5 years, and they've been investigated for 4.5 years by the section of the council, but they hadn't told the housing. Wonderful. But they didn't put this on the audit book.
Okay.
£100,000 have actually been stolen from the ordinary taxpayer in this borough. Why not?
I don't know. I suppose they are. We have to be careful and probably say that they were actually somebody's too very incompetent in there. And
still hasn't been mentioned yet. Why not? And that was in May.
Okay. So, but in any case, what we'll have to see what happens tonight. It's supposed to be a council meeting and in particular, they want to talk about housing in Barnet.
Oh yeah. I'll be very surprised if they talk about, what sort of housing, what they're going to be doing.
Yeah. Sorry, ambulance passing by.
Yeah, great. Because even on the West Hendon estate, when the fire tender got on the estate, it couldn't get off. They had to go do a route to turn around to get back off the estate because of the roadworks.
Okay, thank you so much. This is actually Jasmin Parsons from our West Hendon. If you want to follow the what's happening actually West Hendon, just Twitter would be at our West Hendon.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, this is actually Obi and a few more people here coming out. Just waiting for the meeting to start.